a future-ready workforce, we must first understand where our talent stands today. Data-driven insights are the compass that guide our policy and industry decisions. This morning, LinkedIn brings us the Kerala Talent Report, an exclusive look at the state's evolving talent landscape, emerging skills, and the opportunities ahead. We are honored to have with us Mr. Abhinav Sinha, Senior Insights Analyst, LinkedIn, and Mr. Anoop Menon, Regional Director, Government and Academics, LinkedIn. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome them with a big round of applause. Sir, please.
I'd like to firstly thank the organizers, KDISC, and everyone involved in here who's put in their heart and soul towards this event, who's been tirelessly working for a long time now, and they've been putting a lot of efforts to bring out how is it that Kerala is emerging as a leading talent landscape, not just in India, across the globe. Imagine a state where tradition meets innovation, where every street is buzzing with ambition, where the workforce is evolving even faster. What we are doing today is a complete roadmap and the talent landscape of Kerala as a state, Kerala as an organization. Introducing myself, I'm Anoop. I hail from Kerala, but I operate from the Mumbai region because I manage government and academics for the entire India as a region. And what we are trying to do here is bring the concepts of early engagement with LinkedIn from a students, from a young professional, or even from the Gen Zs and the millennials and all the baby boomers who are there in the segment today. Along with me, I have Abhinav, who's actually put his heart and soul into it in creating this report. He's he's an insights analyst at LinkedIn and closely working with few of the governments across India, large corporates, and also supporting a lot of communities in understanding what is the real talent landscape. Now, here is a roadmap for today. Yeah, so what we're going to do is kind of paint a picture of Kerala's landscape, then dive into the migration trends, and then we'll explore how Kerala is skilling up for tomorrow, and finally we'll have a look at the workforce. Now, LinkedIn's mission is very simple and powerful. Create economic opportunity for every member of the global workforce. In Kerala, this vision comes alive as we connect with opportunities, helping people and business thrive in a rapidly changing world. Now, this vision also resonates with Honorable CM Shri Pinarayi Vijayan has outlined for Kerala. I'll quote him here: knowledge-based innovation society, achieving digital literacy and ensuring progress that includes everyone. In fact, Kerala was the first state in India to declare digital literacy as a basic right and aiming to make every citizen digitally empowered. At its core, his message is about building an inclusive, future-ready economy where skills and digital empowerment are the foundation of opportunities. Now, what you see here is a complete landscape of LinkedIn across the globe. As we position India to assist with that mission, let me tell you that India is already moving at a very large scale, at a speed which is not even imaginable right now. If you look at it, 6 out of 10 members in Asia Pacific come from India. And Kerala, it's riding its own wave with its own unique story and growth and transformation. Now, yesterday we had Mr. Kumaresh come over and talk about how LinkedIn is being projected across the globe. Now, what you see here is more like a Google Map approach for every member of the global workforce. This is a map which gives you the direction, which we are able to connect every individual, every company, how the skills are evolving. The graph is like a living map of the global workforce. We're trying to track 70 million companies, 42 million skills, and totally we have 161 million members across India today. This data helps us to spot trends, skill shifts, and new opportunities real time. Now here comes a minuter data of Kerala, what we are going to talk about today. Kerala now ranks 9th in India for LinkedIn member base, with a staggering 172% growth in the last 5 years, which is phenomenal. That's just not statistics, it's a sign of ambition and adaptability. Think of a student, professional, and entrepreneur who's joined this digital workforce, each bringing their own dreams and skills together. Nearly 40% of Kerala's talent is concentrated in few regions, like you see here. It's Kozhikode, Thrissur, Cochin, Trivandrum. And this is not all, so the kind of booming talent which is here, for example, if you look at the growth which we are seeing in the software engineering space, 61,000 software engineers. The top roles being obviously software engineer, accountants, teachers, assistant managers, leading employers like TCS, ENY, Cognizant, Infosys, and many more. With Kochi known as the Queen of Arabian Sea, is also Kerala's IT and financial hub, hosting major tech parks and multinational companies. Now what you see here is the minuter details which we can go even further. With the finance professionals over 127,000 strong and thriving in Kochi, Kozhikode, and Trivandrum, but new out-of-sight growth hubs are emerging. For example, if you look closely, you'll see names like Pyramid, Iratupeta, Pala are seeing double-digit growths in finance jobs. For software engineers, there are places like Meenanchal, Irnyalakuda, Manjeri are the new hub spots. Finance and sales growth hubs, for example, Pala. Strong cooperative banking tradition has come out really evidently from these regions. If you've known of Pala Central Bank, founded in 1929, which grew so influential that it handled nearly 2% of the entire banking business in the 1960s. Software hubs, Meenanchal, for example, local engineering colleges and remote work anchor the IT talent. Irnyalakuda, education hub feeding like Thrissur, expanding its IT fine base. If you examine the real DNA of Kerala's workforce, which gives us a valuable insight into the talent landscape. Understanding the demographics, this is crucial for business and policy makers. Now look at the education level here. If you look closely, we see a strong foundation of the higher education here. 59% of professionals hold a bachelor degree, forming the backbone of our workforce. Additionally, 25% pursuing master's degree, showing a commitment to advanced education here. We also have 12% with MBA, indicating a robust business and management pool. In terms of professional sectors, sales lead the way at 14%, highlighting Kerala's strong commercial orientation. Engineering follows closely at 9%. Education and academics at 8% rounds out the top three, showcasing a balanced workforce across function. On the gender representation, this is also much higher than the India average. Representation we see 73% male to 37% female split. I don't know if anyone knows what's the India thing. I think India is at 30%, which means 37 makes it a very good number to have. The demographic DNA paints a picture of a well-educated, experienced workforce with strong emphasis on sales and engineering. The high promotion of mid and senior level professionals suggests a wealth of expertise, while also indicating a need for strategies to attract and retain the talent. We're going a little more deeper now, in terms of the migration trends. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to invite my colleague, Abhinav, who will take you through the remaining part. And this is going to get more interesting, guys. Yeah? Hold on. Please welcome Abhinav.
Well, thank you, Anoop. That was something. And thank you so much, everyone, for inviting us on this gracious stage and allowing us to share our perspective with you. Now, what I'm here to speak about is Kerala's story. It isn't just about those who stay, it's also about those who return. Many professionals actually come back for local opportunities, entrepreneurship, and a better work life balance. And in fact, Kerala's startup ecosystem is among the fastest growing in India, with over 3,000 registered startups as of 2024. Kerala has one of the highest rates of international migration in India, with a large diaspora contributing to its global connectivity. Now, if we look at those migration inflow trends, in the last 1 year, 39,000 people actually moved in globally and regionally within Kerala. Now, 52% of the global migration inflow comes from UAE alone, while Karnataka leads the regional migration. Now, Kerala's talent pool is actually enriched by both global returnees and domestic movers. So while global migration brings founders, civil and mechanical engineers, and business professionals, regional migration brings tech talent, especially software engineers from other Indian states. This blend is powering Kerala's startup growth and service sector expansion. Now let's look at the contrast between global and regional migration here. Global returnees actually strengthen Kerala's business backbone: accounting, purchasing, entrepreneurship, domestic arrivals that fuel innovation. And then there are domestic arrivals that actually fuel innovation: research, product management, education, engineering. Kerala, I think it's a place where global and regional talent meet, collaborate, and compete. And let's just look at the skills here. Kerala's growth is powered by two skill streams. Global returnees reinforce business and finance, while domestic movers fuel technical growth. Think of data structures, AI, IoT, and creative writing. Together, they create a complementary talent pool for startups and established companies alike. So that's one part of it, where the skills coming in through migration inflow. But there's another aspect, how skills are actually growing in Kerala. Let's look at that other aspect. And this other aspect is actually learning, upskilling. Kerala has implemented several upskilling programs that are aimed at enhancing job opportunities for its residents, professionals, and students alike. For instance, the Kerala Knowledge Economy Mission. It aims to create a skilled workforce by imparting digital skills. Now, statistics show a significant increase in the number of people that are enrolling in these programs, leading to a better employability and economic growth. But there's a question: why we are pushing so much for upskilling, right? Why is it happening though? Well, according to World Economic Forum, by 2030, 39% of core job skills will change or become outdated. What are the drivers? Well, of course, technological disruption, green transition, and of course, last but not the least, artificial intelligence. Today, skills matter as much as degrees, if not more. Agility, adaptability, and continuous learning with skills are the new currency of the world. Kerala's Finance Minister, Honorable Shri K.N. Balagopal, echoes this perfectly. He points out that the state's focus is on nurturing generation of professionals who are not just knowledgeable, but also adaptive and globally competitive. When we think of 2025 as a year, right now there are two key tenets of learning. One, of course, is university education, others is self-paced learning. In today's dynamic job market, the intersection of formal education and self-paced learning creates agile job-ready talent. And this is exactly what KDIS with LinkedIn Learning is working towards. We are helping many students in Kerala master advanced digital skills like AI, Python, and some management skills like product management, and other specialized industry skills that you see on the screen right here. But if we look at overall learning in Kerala, in the last 2 years, the learning hours and the learners have doubled. This is the LinkedIn learning data. The focus has primarily been on AI, financial skills, healthcare analytics, and digital marketing. Now we have seen the skills coming in, we have seen the upskilling trend, but what does it really lead to? It leads to a skills revolution and evolution. The skills that used to be yesterday, they might not be the same today. And that's exactly what has happened with Kerala as well. If you look in contrast from 2020 to 2025, Kerala's skills landscape is shifting from legacy tech to analytics, finance, and modern development stacks. Analytical skills, data analysis, and financial acumen are rising. HR, digital marketing, social media are now essential. Let's look at the skill journeys of Kerala, shall we? Like I said, the skills yesterday are not the skills that you might need today. And that is evident when we look at the skills journey in Kerala right here. You would see some of the skills growing and taking a great pace, such as Python, and some skills are actually have a depreciating trajectory in just a matter of 5 years. So that's something. Looking at how Kerala's workforce is actually aligned with India's top hiring sectors, we see a good alignment with IT, finance, healthcare, manufacturing, and their untapped opportunities in biotech, automation, and advanced analytics. The future is bright for those who are ready to seize it. And according to Dr. K.M. Abraham sir, today, as we transition into a knowledge-driven economy, that early vision of proactive skilling gives Kerala a competitive edge. The state's greatest investment is its people, and the returns from that investment are only beginning to show. As Peter Drucker once said, the best way to predict the future is to create it. To sum up, Kerala's workforce is entering a new strategic phase. Rapid growth, strong diversity, and a blend of global and domestic talent that are driving progress. Upskilling is revolutionizing employability, and Kerala is now positioned for the future. Again, Kerala's true glory has always been its people. This is the state that actually became the first in India to achieve 100% literacy in 1991, where every village turned into a classroom that led to this literacy revolution. And while we were actually working on this report, we came across a touching detail in the research. Do we know that Kerala, the libraries in Kerala still outnumber cinema halls? With 24 libraries per 1 lakh people. In fact, 25% of libraries in India are in Kerala, 9,500. And let me tell you a little story about a tiny local panchayat in Kerala. It has a population of around 30,000. It's called Mayil, M-A-Y-Y-I-L. It's in Kannur district. So, Mayil Kannur district has 35 libraries or digital learning centers, 35. That's 1 per square kilometer, making Mayil India's first fully digitized panchayat. And I think that's the quiet love for learning that is what makes Kerala's legacy unique and driven for progress. So, welcome to Kerala, God's own country, built on learning, powered by people, and ready for the world. Thank you, I'm Abhinav.